Okay, hi everyone. It's me again. Everything that's going on in the United States has everybody reeling from shock or discouragement or fear. The biggest one is fear because immigrants are being put through hell. Latino, Hispanic, Black, Asian, if you're not white, they don't want you in the U.S. I'm sorry, but they're wrong. You have every right to live in the United States. And the fascist Nazi, he is an anchor baby. He needs to be deported. He and all of his little bitches and bastards. All of them. Even the last one from the Slovenian whore. She looks old and she's aging daily just by being married to you. So by that, you're ruining another life and you don't care. I find it hard to be civil to people I used to be friends with because of who they have been supporting, blindly supporting a fascist. There are people who when I make a comment, they come back at me like when I said he looked old and senile. Well, somebody came back and asked me if I could look at myself the same way. I told them point blank, I'm not a fucking felon. Everything he's doing, he is sowing so much hate and so much fear. It's going to go back on them a million times worse. And when it hits them, I'm hoping it hurts them or destroys them altogether for all the lives they destroyed. I usually know when ICE or whatever is in a different state, because I get a shit ton of Latino and Hispanic men suddenly interested in me, and I know it's not because of how I look, it's because their situation is about to become really bad. Their situation is about to become so goddamn awful. We need an underground railroad, is what we need. To be able to keep those people safe, to keep those in the sanctuary cities safe. What he's doing, he is undermining America. He is destroying everything that makes America. We don't need old white men in power. We don't need that shit. This isn't one of those countries where they have one single ruler over everything. No. Part of me wants to help immigrants. I want to. But I can't. I have nothing to offer. And to be completely honest, my modest little home isn't big enough for more than me and my cats. That's why I like it. It's not huge. Somebody needs to step up and help. I would do it if I could. I'd do it in a million years. I do, just to make sure they're safe. But I don't have the means to do that. Not to mention my health is shot to fuck, so. I am in retirement for a reason. Not because I want to be. Because I need to be. Having your body scream at you just for getting up early and working at a job that doesn't take a lot of effort. The hours alone made it hard. But having to stand all the time, can't do it. I know there are people in states where there are sanctuary cities. I know that. I don't know if there are any here in Iowa, but there needs to be. To keep our community, Latino and Hispanic and Asian and Black and all those other minorities safe. He's hell-bent on destroying everything. He and that Nazi Stephen Miller. The ghoul. Ghoul Miller. That's what he is. He's a ghoul. I have seen ghouls before in my life. But he, hands down, the worst one. And his Project 2025, that deserves to go up in flames. As does number 47. He should not be president. His so-called career should go up in flames. He needs to go. Everybody's running around wondering what the fuck is going on. Hakeem Jeffries. Look, I get that people feel the need to address it verbally. But getting up there and expounding on all this shit is like beating a dead horse. It's dead. Leave it alone. You're not helping anything. The time for talk is gone. Democrats, pull your asses up by your fucking bootstraps. Work needs to be done to get rid of him. Right now, they're the minority are the Democrats. And the majority are Republicans. And then you have that fag-ass fairy, Mike Johnson. I swear, the only reason he wanted to be Speaker of the House was so he could stand in front of those fucking cameras and say the dumbest, most retarded shit possible. That's what he wanted to do. Have his 15 seconds of fame. Well, you got it, you fag ass. And Pete Hegseth? Really? You're not on Fox News, fuckhead. Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian asset. Pam Bondi is a Russian asset. They're all Russian assets. Every single one has ties to Russia and Saudi Arabia. None of them are morally correct. They're all complicit. They're all guilty. Just as guilty as number 47. He doesn't care that what he's doing is illegal. He doesn't care. Trust me, when the day comes, he'll care. He'll be begging God for forgiveness, and if God chooses to, that's for God to do. Personally, if I were God, I'd throw his ass in perdition and leave him there. Okay, if anybody likes my videos, that's great. If not, oh well. Thank you for those that watch my videos. Oh, let me throw in this. Don't you dare fucking fire Stephen Colbert, CBS. He goes, so does my subscription. And there are a lot of people who have Paramount subscriptions. Think of how much money you won't have if you get rid of him. Personally, the fact that the man was there as long as he was, that says a lot. That says a shit ton. So fuck you, CBS and Paramount. I'm gonna ask that you hit the like button, and subscribe. It would help me out. This is a means to get information out, and if people subscribe, it shows that, to me, what I say counts. And if you don't subscribe, it's entirely up to you. I'm not looking to make anybody feel guilty. Let's just say you'd be doing me a solid if you did. But there's not much else I can do except do everything that I've been doing and praying to God that the worst of the damage won't hit anyone, anywhere at all. I hope everybody has a good rest of the week. I'll be working on my front room. I've got the hole patched and I gotta mud it, but I need putty knives, so I've got them ordered. Can't really go anywhere for two reasons. One, my car, and two, my leg. Just walking is agonizing, so. Anyway, I hope everybody stays safe. Don't go out if you don't have to go out. Stay with your families. Please. I know kids are going to want to go outside and play, but when you got those sneaky motherfucking ICE patrols out there, it just isn't something that I feel right. ICE leaves the people the fuck alone. They're doing nothing wrong. You have a moral obligation to do what's right, not what you're told to do. The KKK members of ICE don't care. But for those of you who actually do care about America, then you need to care about the immigrants that live here. Everybody stay safe. See you later.